All right, boys, what's going on? One trade today. We are finishing up 40 pointeroonies, as you can see right there. Beautiful trade, beautiful price action today. Really couldn't have asked for anything better. One trade, and we are done for the day. Yeah, 40 points. Could have taken another trade, but I just sat back and was just grateful I was able to take a green trade because we are now green on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday across all three of my accounts. I am currently up, I think, $2,400, which is, yeah, we're up $800 per account on the week. I have 3 accounts. That's $2,400 on the week so far. So going into tomorrow and Friday, I will be fine if I don't even take a trade. But obviously, we're going to look for some anyway, as per usual. Let's just do our thing. We go back here. Also, there's going to be a little lesson in this video. But pretty much what I did was mark out this high right here. We had CPI, which was the cause of this candle right here. You can see on the 5-minute chart, 287 point, basically 300 point candle on the 5-minute. So first zone I marked out was that high right there, and then this low right on over here. Pretty much wanted to play longs above here or play shorts above here. Longs above here worked, and I'm going to show you guys how I got that entry. But you have started to notice that yesterday and today, even on Monday as well, I have been taking trades in between my zones. Now, what I've noticed about my zones is that it feels like they almost act as magnets, right? If I zoom down onto the 1-minute chart where I actually execute my trades, market goes ahead and opens up right here. Okay, we come up a little bit. We have this high right here. We kind of top wick off of it, and then we start to dump a little bit, right? Now, we close below this zone, and I was thinking, okay, I kind of want to look for shorts now. However, we came up. This candle is extremely bullish, so I didn't take an entry there. If we started to reject more out of this, I probably would have taken shorts somewhere around here. But we printed a very bullish candle right here, very, very bullish candle right here. If I go out to the 2-minute, very bullish candle right there. 5-minute Hikinashi also right here was still red, but that's a very bullish candle, invalidating the long or the short setup. Sorry for me. Anyway, we close back above this zone. Right here, 5-minute Hikinashi flips green. We also close, right at these equal highs that we created earlier on in the morning, just a couple minutes prior to this. Where we previously rejected. So this is showing me that buyers are now very strong. Also, what else? Anyone that was in longs right here, they probably had their SL below this low. What happened right here? Price came down and took that out. Liquidity sweep, if you will, right? On the smaller time frame. Break of structure back to the upside would be a close above here. So you can say pretty much that this was a break of structure to the upside right here. I guess technically not, because it would be a close above there, and it looks like we closed literally on it. But I still consider this us flipping to the bullish side. 5-minute Hikinashi flip green. 1, 2, 3 very bullish candles. Let's check the 2-minute. Extremely bullish. 3-minute. Extremely bullish. Huge bottom wick there. Technically, this is a giant fair value gap that we respected as well, if you even want to go that far. And then very bullish candle right there. So boom. I'm looking for longs now at this point. Okay. What I actually did was go on ahead and enter right around, hello, if this would work. Okay, there we go. I ended up entering like on the close of this candle. Then this thing pumped up so fast, like another 6 points. I ended up getting filled right there. Now, this trade, the only thing I didn't like about this trade in particular was that my SL was right here. This SL is not really at a significant point. The only really significant point you could say is that it's below this low, but that's only 12 points away from my entry. Ideally, I would have liked to have it down here, but obviously that would have meant I would have a 100-point stop loss, which is kind of fucking insane. So didn't do that, but pretty much we broke to the upside. Okay, I'm now anticipating, obviously on the bigger time frame, what are we? Bullish, especially from CPI. Even if I zoom out a little bit, starting just from down here, came up consolidation, boom, huge move up. If I go even out onto like the hourly, I can see there is imbalance to the upside. Just that CPI candle just playing within, in the same kind of sentiment as that. So boom. Anyway, we come back here, end up filling there. And yeah, pretty much only reason why I entered the trade was because I saw us flip. I saw pretty much liquidity sweep, break of structure. I don't trade SMC, but this is just pure, recently I've really just been reading pure price action. Right here, it looks like that we want to go long, right? This was a fake out to the downside. I bet you a lot of people got in shorts down here. I bet you a lot of people got in shorts down here, and if they didn't get in shorts down here and they were already in it, or if they were in long, sorry, they ended up getting stopped out, right? So boom, liquidity sweep. We break to the upside. I take my entry. I target 40 points, which is, remember yesterday I was running about a 30-point 1-to-1, and I said I was going to up it a little bit. So today, what did I do? I made my TP at 40 points. And my SL 30 points. We end up hitting TP very quick. 1, 2, 3, 4-minute trade. End up on the day a little over $200 per account, so $600 all in. Just like yesterday, absolutely great, right? And it was like 230 or something like that per account. So like probably like almost 700 across all 3 accounts, right? But you can see how this zone up here basically acted as a magnet, right? We had that liquidity down here that we took out, and then this up here acted as a magnet. Anyway, we come straight up here. Now, next trade that I would have looked to take would have been somewhere up here, right? We break above this zone. Now I want to see us hold. Okay, we're holding right there. Okay, right there, I probably would have taken a long. Probably would have taken a long right there. Ideally, stop below that. So it's going to be a 37-point SL, and we'll rip like a 50-point TP. That's probably what I would have done in this case. And that actually would have ended up hitting. Okay. Now you can see why it's important to have your stop loss below a previous significant low, right? A previous significant low is right here on the 1 minute. Really, you could go as far as to say that, but I personally would have put it right here. 37 points. Now you can see this thing came 2 points away from getting stopped out and ended up hitting TP because we came back down to this level and respected it. Now, would I have been right down here, I would have 100% told you, yeah, it looks like I'm going to get stopped out on this one. Ended up hitting TP. Even if you were to have your SL right here, you would have hit a 1-to-1. And let's say you were to rip a 2-to-1. Okay, this is 100. This is pretty crazy. Let's see what happens. I think that this just goes into like real time now. So yeah, you probably wouldn't have ended up hitting on that. But, you know, say you were to run like a 1.5, you would have hit. But like I said, my live test would have had my stop below that low, and then probably would have had, if I wanted to run a 2-to-1, I would have hit right there, right up here. If I wanted to run about a 50-point TP, which is what I probably would have done, about a 1.3 R, same as my first trade, would have hit in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes. 10-minute trade, boom, would have went 2 for 2 on the day if I took that. But I was extremely satisfied. Like I said, I'm already, you know, I did great on Monday, did great on Tuesday. So I'm not looking to overtrade at all. One trade, if I take a dub, I'm perfectly fine with. But pretty much you can see how I'm just reading the price action, and I'm treating my zones as if they are magnets, right? And it's just, when you have to pretty much just make sure your risk is right. Make sure that you are keeping in mind levels in the market, because the reason I prefer having my stop loss and TPs at levels as opposed to just getting in a trade and setting a 20-point stop loss and a 40-point TP is that the market cares about levels, right? The market cares that this is a significant high and that this is a significant low. The market doesn't care about where your 20-point stop loss is. If it is in correspondence to a level, then that's good. But if it's just like right here, what is right here? Nothing. So I didn't like that my stop loss was right there. I like where my TP was because it was into the next zone. So I know that up here is a possible area of rejection. And what happened? Look, we broke a little bit above it, and then we had a pretty big rejection down. Even though, like I showed you guys, we still could have caught long. So the end story is, if I can give you guys one thing that I've learned personally that's helped me a lot, is try to get your SLs and TPs at places where it matters. Now, right here, I loved this setup so much just because I saw such that clear liquidity sweep, break to the upside, little bit of consolidation before I am anticipating our next leg up to come closer to this high to continue our higher time frame trend, which is obviously bullish. 5-minute Hikinashi is obviously green, which is bullish. So, and I'm using this high as a magnet of price, and I'm playing with the trend. That's another thing. Play with the trend, catching this move while this whole thing is happening is a lot easier than trying to catch this little pullback or this little pullback or this little pullback. It's a lot easier to catch 40 points in this 220 point uptrend that we had starting at about 938 all the way up until about 1020, right? It's a lot easier to catch 30, 40, 50, 60 points in that range as opposed to trying to snipe a pullback. So it's like, why would I look for shorts in this when we're obviously moving up? Play with the trend. Make sure you have good levels. Treat them as if they are magnets, because that's all market cares about is liquidity and imbalance. As you can see here, we had liquidity down here and we took it out, and then that then formed imbalance to the upside, which we then filled and ended up ripping, and now we are having a little bit of a pullback, but on the higher time frame, we are still bullish. And higher time frame, I mean 15-minute or higher. As you can see, we are still bullish. Yes, we're having a little bit of a pullback right now, but I wouldn't consider us bearish on the higher time frame until we close below this low right here, because that is our last low. That would be considered a break of structure to the downside. So that's all I got for today, guys. I'm doing great this week. I'm feeling very locked in. I have a lot of stuff to get done today. It's 11 o'clock. I haven't even eaten yet today, so I think I'm about to go whip up myself some breakfast. But I hope you guys are having a great week. I hope you traded good today. And yeah, just don't stress about it if you are not doing so hot. And, just stay disciplined. Remember that it's a marathon, not a race. If you didn't do good today, don't beat yourself up over it. And yeah, trust the process. It just comes with time. I love you guys so much. Make sure to subscribe. I'm going to be working on a video probably tonight for you guys, going more in depth on, I don't really know exactly what yet, but I want to start trying to post more on this account, probably like 2 or 3 times a week, as on top of the trade recaps every day that, I've been doing just like this. So yeah, guys, with that being said, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.